So in the last video, with the help of our buddy Tom, we were finally able to get this jump up and running. Dropping in. So that means we can finally move on to the next section of trail. So Haley and I have been kind of clearing the trail off, trying to get a rough idea of what we can do before Tom comes tomorrow.
I like the idea of trails where you like jump into pockets
and jump out.
I mean, just like the idea, it's like a stretched out version of like traditional dirt jumps.
Yeah.
Right? Except the way it's carved in. But what I was thinking would be cool, and maybe we can't fit it in here, like if we built a rock lip on an angle and then off to the side we had like a pocket to land in, so landing, and then, you know, maybe that would turn into something else. You tell me what you're dreaming.
So I don't think this would be doable, but like in a perfect world, if you had enough speed to be able to jump up onto where that rock wall is.
My only worry about like working here or there is the possibility that whatever we build, if we don't build it in some kind of like sequential order, you could get here and it's just not gonna work.
So we've been staring at this section for quite a bit, and it's hard to work with. There's a lot of rocks, there's some awkward spacing, and the speed that we'll have here is kind of unknown right now. But we've talked it over, and I think we have a good game plan as to what we want to achieve from here, and that will at least give us a starting point. So yeah, let's get to it. So he's gonna jump in his excavator, and we're gonna use that to position some of these rocks. And he's gonna work on repositioning this. I'm gonna go down there and see if I can find some small rocks to help anchor this stuff in place. This is a trick that I haven't used yet.
It may not work this time.
Of course, because we're filming it.
Tap it like out here.
Okay.
There you go. Right,
wow. That's insane.
Yeah. And now we have all these little crushers. That thing really nestled in there. Kind of hard to turn that one down.
So Tom is very much a perfectionist when it comes to rock. And that jagged edge that's not square in line with the other rock was kind of bothering him.
It's not to my liking.
I feel him on that. So we're squaring it off and then finish it with the sledge.
Oh yeah, it's almost good where you got it.
So what we're planning on doing is we have this jump right here, this cheese wedge feature, into a bit of compression right here. We got some drainage pipe for this section of trail. It's cambered in such a way that it's definitely going to need a place to go. What is that foot mark for?
That's the poor man's blazing paint.
Alright, so what's happening right now is we're very limited on dirt in this area. What he's doing is he's grabbing some of these rocks that we do have, and he's building retaining walls on the side of the jump to essentially take up space, and then we'll just pile dirt on top of that. While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and start smooth packing this landing, because that's something I can do. Alright, so he's headed out with his machine. That's last machine work he's gonna do, so man. As a quick side note, If you've ever been to Highland Mountain Bike Park and you've seen these rock structures scattered throughout the mountain, this is one of Tom's signature things. Instead of leaving rocks haphazardly scattered all over the place, he'll pick them up and stack them in these neat pieces of art. And I've always appreciated them because it adds some character to the mountain. But I will say, if you guys are interested in hiring a trail builder and you're in the New England area, I could not recommend Tom enough. I think for the amount of work he's done here for us, it's only fair for me to give a plug back to him. Not only is he a great guy, but he's a fantastic trail builder. And if you need someone to work with rock, he's your guy. Tom headed out, and I'm gonna go give the features an initial test run because tomorrow, guess what? It's supposed to rain, and it's supposed to rain the next day. So this might be one of the only times that we get to ride this in the dry in this video, which is always a frustrating part. Hi, let's do this. Oh, this is exciting. Haley wants me to try to clear that thing over there from the top of this hill. So top of the rock or the top of this hill? I feel like since we're recording video, I'm not gonna get it.
See? Butter. Told ya. What do you have to say for yourself?
Now your turn.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how this goes.
You're taking more risks this year. Haley's back. I like your riding attire. Business casual.
This is why I can't have nice work clothes.
Okay, drop it in. This will be something that will be my goal, is to hold a manual to this rock, and I don't know, maybe I can do something cooler than that. Alright, so Tom really gave us a head start on this section because before he left, one of the things he did is he found a pit of dirt and he scooped a lot of dirt up here for us because my machine can't reach that far. So that's going to be a huge help because in this section we have a ton of rocks, but there's not a whole lot of material that we could use to actually shape stuff out of dirt. Things first, we're going to have to take down some of these trees. Those guys in the middle will definitely have to go because whether we go to the right or to the left, they're in the way. Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty wet down here, so there's got to be a natural spring coming out from this hillside. So we need to build a bit of a drainage on the inside there. Alright, so before moving on any further, I'm gonna get this dialed in. Alright, I'm a little concerned. This stuff's very, very wet. I think it should dry out, but I'm worried that it might not, just because not dry now, it probably won't be dry by the end of the year. So a bunch of rain, and this is like the first day in a while where I think it's dry enough that we can dig. Found a really good pocket of dirt on the other side, and even though it looks gray, it's much different than the gray dirt that I was finding from this area. This stuff's like deeper down. It's more of a clay, sand, gritty mixture, so it's really good for packing. That kind of makes me want to resurface everything with what I'm able to dig out of that hole. Alright, editor Phil here. I wanted to take a quick moment to address something in the video that's been bothering me. In this video, we had a very rainy October. It was incredibly rainy, and there were days, there was almost like a week where I couldn't build at all because it rained, we waited for the water to evaporate, and then it rained before we were able to get out and build again. There's actually snow on the ground right now, so this is the last building video for the year. Anyway, with that being said, back to the video. Alright, so Haley and I came out and started packing some of this, and the stuff that we packed is nice and hard. But as we were walking over here, this spot especially was super wet, which is why I jumped in an excavator to create a little bit of a drainage ditch to catch any of the water that comes from that side. And then we'll bury a pipe that goes from there to the center here, and then we'll have it string all the way across. So first, got some pipe over there. Let's cut up a few pieces and get going. Hey look, it's raining again. Just can't win. I'm hoping what I've done today is going to be enough to dry this out. I think at this point we're just getting this ready, so once we get to next spring we'll be able to ride this, well, as soon as the snow melts and it dries out a bit. But until then, it's gonna be frustrating to have done all this work and not be able to ride this. This is still pretty squishy. This won't be ideal, but this will give us a good idea of how much speed we'll be carrying in this section. That will determine whether we continue going straight up and over this rock wall, or we make a sharp left-hand turn and go that direction. But we can't really make that decision yet because we don't have a good idea of how much speed we'll be carrying. Now that we've gotten this in a good spot, let's gear up and go give it a go and see how it rides.
Do you think we'll be going fast enough to make it?
I don't know. I'm a little apprehensive. I have a feeling I'll be able to make it up, but you never know. I lost so much speed right there.
You didn't leave as big as a rut as I thought you would.
But I didn't have to work that hard to get up here.
No, you didn't. And you didn't really pedal either. Oh yeah, once that doesn't zap your speed.
All right, let's show you how this rides. Oh, this ride's so good. All right, so even with the ground being so soft, this still rides pretty amazing. That being said, I do look forward to next year when this is a lot firmer and we can continue building upon what we've already built. I think we've got some good groundwork laid out, and I guess for the time being, we're gonna have to move indoors and start doing some more indoor related projects. Now, if you somehow missed the building videos, I have a whole playlist in the description below from start to finish of what we've done this year that's worth going back and seeing what we started with and what we have now. But until then, my name is Phil Metz. Thanks for playing bikes with me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. What door time?